Why would you wish something like that? No! My pinky toe! Aw. Doggo is like looking like he already wants to play. I'm like, baby, what? But hello! As you can see, we are very professional and very on time with everything as I'm launching some of the applications I still need. Tony wasn't like doing things last minute. Hello! I'm very low. Oh. Test? Test? Hello? Is this better? I'm gonna pet Doggo while waiting for a response. Is this better? No. Baby, I love you. But right now, much better. Right now, my main concern is to make more chat windows for people. I'll show you what chat windows I have right now. The most recent one I got... Oh, let me push this aside while I do the testing. Or I could just keep this very low, but... I could just do like a blip. Don't need like all that room. I have like my standard stuff. I did figure out what I... Oh, you motherfucker, what happened here? Excuse me! I was like, I fixed all the Agorna stuff. Apparently not. What the hell is this? No! What is this? She's talking Cruelty Squad. No! I have to remember to take all the faces off. Okay, let me see what the problem could even be. Let me make sure it's, Windows settings looks good. Let me take a look at text settings. Textile / Agorna. Here's the matrix. The matrix looks fine. It worked! Excuse me, it was working before. I have a screenshot of what it was supposed to look like. Like, last I touched it, it looks like this. This is what it looked like last time I touched it. So, what the fuck happened? Don't touch it then. Easy, yeah. Wait, what the fuck? That doesn't look right. Hold up. That is not... I didn't save? Oh, shit. A, B, C, D, E... Huh? E, F... That is not an F. That is also not a G. Wait, what? What the fuck did I do? I see the problem. I don't know how the problem happened. I need that to get opened in A Sprite. So. open with... Why is A-Sprite not even an option? There it is. How did it get fucking messed up like this? Alright, let us do some fixing. Alright, there's G H I J K L M N O P Q R S X Y Z A B C D E F G H I J. I'm gonna assume the rest of this is correct. Canvas. It needs to go 13, 16. And I need to highlight all of them. Was it Shift-O? What? There's not an active... Hold on. From index, purple. Okay, that looks good. That is how I did it, so we apply the outline. File, export as... Oh wait, no. Export sprite sheet. Okay, trim cells is not... I think it's trim sprite, not trim cells was what I needed. I think that might have been what fucked it. Alright, let me see if that fixes things. Please be normal! I fixed it! I also need to fix that front desk. Let me fix that real quick. But for how long will it remain fixed? No. Okay. Let me see. This is from... 0 to 2... 0234. Let's remember that. 0234. Zero, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if that fixes that. Now she's like phasing through. Okay. The first tile is acting as I want it to be. The second tile isn't. Shit. Oh, that's right. That's a fucking, event. And not a... Okay. Oh, that's right. No, that's a completely separate thing. Okay, let me think. It's definitely working from... Let me put my starting position here to test that a little better. And then I'll put another one here with the screen here. Oh, I can't move. Being able to move is kind of important for this test. Just a lot of ugly, tiling. And... bam. I'll even expand it a little. And place the monitor here. Because not being able to move up makes it a little awkward. Yeah, but that's like fully above. I need to check to see how, what the height is considered for these. Also, I wonder what would happen if I were to add... non-passability on the bottom. Oh, I do have non-passability in the bottom. Why the fuck is it letting me go up, down? Tile sets are weird once you start adding height. That shouldn't allow me to pass. I think it has to be both ways. I'm gonna do that. Weird. I know, right? Does that fix it? Oh yeah, I think that was the wrong one. I think it's this one I need to do. I have like an invisible thing to prevent me from going there. Okay. There we go. That makes it so I can't pass the desk that way. But I'm still having issues with... like, it looks fine from here, but it's over here. I am... bork, 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 bork. Going to see... when I generate spot tile... Oh, here it is. console.log height XY tile ID. I'm gonna do that and see what the height. It should go 1, 2. Well, technically 2, 1, because it goes here and then does this. This will be height of 2, height of 1. If it's not, then there's something odd about the code I have. Alright. Now it says 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Just as I expected it to. Right. Which is weird. Trying to make the map compensate for the height of a character is so wonky. Screen Y, screen X. Those look fine. Let me make sure the anchor Y is normal. Oh. I don't think anchor Y is able to leave. 1 second. Console.log this.anchor.y. If this is wrong, then I think everything about what I was doing cannot even be done. We'll see. 0, 0, 0. Okay, yeah, everything I was doing, it can't even be done. Wait, what did I change? I just had some consoles and then it broke. What? Huh? Okay. Hmm. Trying to think. How do I fix this? How do I fix this? I was ready to just jump into doing new things, and then the game just slapped me with a bug, and now I'm just like, ah! Okay. Where's the anchor Y of a character sprite? 1? Okay, I'm gonna keep it at that. If I were to just remove that, and then what would happen? It'd probably be in the same position, but then it would probably have the same functionality. Yep. Okay, what actually pushes it? Let me see what the map orders by. Is it screen Y? Tile set. Sprite set. Map. Alright, what the fuck am I ordering by? I have to remind myself. Was it screen Y or was it, it's probably screen Y? But there's also scrolled Y. Move all balloons. Target spot. Update tile set. Actually, where's tile map even being set from? Alright, create tile map. And then from tile map, things get added as children. Catch right for push. Okay, where else does... console.log this tile map. Let's just take a look at some of the behind on that. Alright, behind there we have the combined layer tile map. And there should also be a top more combined layer because that's the ones that are below characters, the ones that are above characters. Then we have all of these. Sweat dirty, sortable children. What is actually ordering them? Okay, 1 second. Let me move this here so that it is below on the ordering scale at the time of loading. Although, to be fair, it's also still just above. Okay, here's player. RPG make... 1 second, I'm googling something. RPG Maker MZ... Sprite sorting... What? What the fuck are these people even talking about? Scaling character sprites and RPG... What? MG... Sprite set, map... Sprite sorting. Oh, that's Unity. Why did it give me all these Unity and other engine questions? I specifically said RPG Maker. And put this in quotes. How do tile layers work? Oh, that's not useful information. Good to know. I'm trying to think if this is either such a weird question to ask, or if there's something else that I'm missing. Oh, it's tile map. Tile map is what I'm looking for. Okay, let me take a look. Fags, width, height, destroy, set data is ready, update. Set bitmaps. I'm just kind of looking for, how it... Lower layer.z equals 0, upper layer.z equals 4. Add spot tile. This is like an actual spot tile and not like the separate spot tile that I'm adding as a separation. Add auto tile. All this is just adding things, which I don't think is what I need. Because what it's doing is it's creating a tile map. And then over here, it sets its bitmaps and adds children. But how does it determine the order in which things are placed? It doesn't set the Z to a specific index, 0 and 4, for bottom and top. Let me see if that is something that shows up. Alright, children. Okay, so this should be Z equals 4, right? Yeah, Z equals 4. Z equals 0. Characters should be 1. This is Z equals 3. I don't think it does. Okay. There has to be something else I can do. Like it works from this side. Oh, actually, this is after I've removed the anchor thing. Actually, wait a second. What about this? If I were to switch that to anchor thing. Let's see what happens if I do that. Oh, shit. Well, the ordering works, but the positioning is fucked. Wait. What actually sets the height and width of this? I have a crazy idea. Let me take a look at Sprite Tile's original implication. Tile set, it then sets the frame. What if this dot bitmap? Let me look at some of the bitmap commands. I think I have a workaround. RPG Maker MZ API. I just have to figure out what the exact function is. Bitmap. That's a read-only, so... Gradient is error. The 2D convex... I think I might have to, like, overwrite some of this. If I were to put this as the new initialize. And this would be times 1 plus height. This is a crazy thing that I'm trying to do, and it is such a weird workaround if it works. Actually, this is not where I need that to be. Initialize high. Where do we even set the bitmap height? Oh, it's because of set frame. Oh. Okay. Okay. Sprite. Here we go. RPG Maker MZ Sprite Child Sorting. AC should compensate for this automatically by adjusting the relative Z position characters when two are in the same region. Are you sorting maps attached to the region? Okay. I think I got it. Alright, so 3 would be below the character. Right? I'm trying to think of ordering. I'm gonna take a quick peeksies at the children's here. Alright, so children. So character Z1, Z3, Z3. Do I have events on here? Like, what sprite characters are showing up? It's like a sprite character, plugin batch. Bitmap. Okay, character name. Okay, it's not something visible. Also not visible. Yo, what's up? Figuring out bugs in my code right now. You know, the fun shit. Basically things are kind of funky. I'm trying to edit some of this tile set stuff to compensate for tall characters, and it's being a bitch. Trying to figure out the actual logic behind the ordering, but I don't see it specifically. I think it has something to do with the anchor. Let me just search for anchor Y and see if I find something. It's all Windows stuff. Hit test, init members. Or maybe just anchor. Default anchor point used for sprite placement and rotation. Or maybe I should look for container. Transform all the children for rendering. This upload to X, Y. Adult spots. Sort children. Wait, hold on. Child compare order. Wait, what is this? Tile map.child. Oh, hold up. Hold the fuck up. I think I might have found the function. This might be it. Oh wait, I already knew about child compare order. I have it right here. Am I dumb? Oh, in the back of my mind, I was like, I've seen this, haven't I? Answer is yes. This.anchor.y. Let me see if this at least fixes this section. Alright, that at least fixes that section. Alright, what do I have actually as this child compare order? Alright, if the Z's are the same... Actually, what is the Z's of my spot tiles? Versus player. Did I not keep the... Okay, hold on. Hold up! I'm fixing! Oh yeah, I definitely closed that. If I would go to sprite character. What? Sprite underscore character. Did I misspell character earlier? This dot z equals screen z. Screen z is equal to priority type. It's below, same, and normal. So priority type would be 3. So Z should be 3. Alright. Console.log A, B. Actually, if a instance of sprite tile spot or B instance of sprite tile spot. Because that's the only way I actually care about this. Let's take a look at some data. If a instance of sprite character or B instance of sprite character. Where did that parenthesis come from? What the heck? Then console.log A, comma B. Let's narrow things down a little more. Because I don't like looking too... And Z is 3. Okay, so check for float height. So right here. Let me see here. So if they have the same thing here, I'm gonna put this in here. What the heck? Did it just like generate an extra... Strange. Console.log. It'll be A.y, B.y. And then it'll also be console.log a.floatHeight defaulting to 0. And this defaulting to 0. I think if... In general, I think this should only show up if there's a float height for one of them. So it's... I'm gonna look at this, but I might have to put, like, float height greater than 0 or float height greater than 0. But let's take a look at what shows up. Yeah, so you see here. Here's XY. Oh, I guess XY is real XY and not adjusted XY. Which checks out. Okay. So this should be and alright, 0 does not equal to the same thing for B. So their float heights should be different. Let's make sure everything shows up properly. It is... So what we're going to do here... This is kind of weird to wrap my head around. Yeah, I'll do this instead. Shouldn't it be minus? Oh, now it's just, like, permanently below me. Except for this one, which doesn't have a float height. Map adjust, I think it's called? One second. Game map. Something that gets me the XY. Adjust X, adjust Y. Oh, screen tile X, screen tile Y. That's what I'm looking for. Screen tile. Oh, that's not what I'm looking for. Canvas to map X. That's it. I only want to do this if game map dot canvas to map X of A is equal to let's just do this point right here, which is 5, 5. And map Y of A is equal to 5. Or A dot character name is equal to player, or no, player. If either of those is true, console.log A, console.log B, console ath and bath, that's what we're gonna call that for now. Ah, so much technical stuff are going on right now. Ah. Character. Okay, there's more information I need. But it's not overloading me with information now. Console.log Y. Console.log Z. Alright, let's see if we can get some good information. Let's go here. Right on the tile. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, I should do things based on, right. Let map YA equals to that. And we don't have to worry about this anymore. You just do map YA, map YB. Because we're doing this based on the map location, not the canvas location. Right, what we got? 9 number, not a number. Huh? What do you mean 9 number, not a number? What's not a numbering? Oh. That would be what's not numbering. Yeah, this should be Mapya. And Map Yob. Yunyab. Trying to pronounce nonsense is hilarious. Alright, what we got? Actually, wait a second. This doesn't seem... Wait, why does it say Y is 1? It should say 5, but it's saying 1. Am I like fucking flipping out on something? Canvas to map Y. Where's it used in? Touch input. Oh, it's... Oh, I shouldn't be doing canvas. It's probably actually part of character, not sprite, right? What is the action I need here? I know it's part of game map. It's the question of what on game map I need. Yeah, canvas is canvas. Screen tile X is the position of the screen tile at the top left. Yeah, I think I need to be searching over here. Sprite, character base. Okay, what the fuck is it actually called? Probably under objects, right? Game character base. Is that not what I said? Game character base? Or am I just said character base? Collide, collision, set position. Okay, there's real X and X. But character X is not the same as sprite. So let me go to sprite character. Sprite character underscore character. There has to be a better way to have the tile XY. Function. Tile map child order Y of A. So what we're going to do here now that I think about it, it's been canceling. Which means that this should have been. Wait, how has it been doing that at all with the OR? I'm dumb. It should have been OR for one of these, and then and then OR for these. Oh god. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta use the bathroom. Alright, I'm back. And I think I just realized why this wasn't working. Actually, no, I did, adjust this based on zoom scale. Okay, no, that should be working. Okay. If sprite actually, here's what I'm going to do to make the consoling easier. So I am not going to do anything except make these the only two things on the map. So console.log sprite. Alright. So we'll... Hello, Subby! What's up? What is up, you motherfuckers? I am doing this thing called debugging. And I am, like, slamming my head on a desk trying to figure out what the fuck is wrong with this thing. So if you like to see me have pain, you've come to the right place. Raid Sabi, hello. Sprite is not where is Sprite not defined? Huh? Oh, I misspelled Sprite. I misspelled it. Okay. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Why does it say that my map Y is... Actually, I shouldn't even be using Canvas for that. That is a terrible practice, because it's not going to be Canvas. What should I use instead? Anyway, unlike me, you're being a good game dev and actually work on your game, lol. Well, get productive, bitch! Don't make me finish this! I've done so much of, like, the groundwork that I haven't really done much more than, like, the introduction. But once I get some of this groundwork done, I'm pretty sure, like, the rest of it will just be, like, smooth sailing. Hold on. Let map Y equals 0 if sprite.character then map Y is equal to you're adding 14 and Pokemon together? Is it like 14 in the combat style Pokemon? No, I don't know. Is equal to sprite character Y. Pooped and gotta scab some dinner. Eat your fucking girl dinner. If sprite is an instance of tile sprite, What can I use? Uh... Screen Y is scrolled. Okay, what's scrolled? Oh wait, there's game map to adjust. Okay, hold on. This is what I need. What does adjust Y actually do? Minus this display Y. Ba 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 ba. I don't know. Map Y equals view. Okay. Sprite character and sprite. Okay. And if it's this, I can also do console.log float height. Alright, let's see what that does. Baby. Every time I yell, my dog is like, play? Okay. Let's put us on the same Y. Alright, sprite character is 6. Huh? Alright. Sprite, floating sprite is 5. Float height 2. Those look correct. Sprite character 6. That should be right. It should say 0 now. Sprite character 0. Alright, let's go down here so it says 1. Now it says 2? Alright, now it says 3. Now it says 4. Now it says 5. Okay, hold on. So we're going to say return return map Y plus the float height. Otherwise, it will just be return map Y. If path does not equal to null and path is not equal to null, we could nest it, that's fine. Alright, time to do a full test. Path and bath. Why is there something blocking me? Wait, does that fix? Wait! There's no way I first tried that. If I seriously first tried that. Okay, I do know why that's not working. It works. Okay, that one I need a way to do a spot height. So on adjustments, at param spot height type, which would be a struct spot height. Default would just be an empty array. Alright. Let's go to the position where we are. Cache tile data. Load. Cache tile data. Load spot tiles. Wait, cache. Wait. Oh, I see. Cache. Tile heights. D2. Starting index. Some of that stuff I don't even need. Alright. 4. Let X. Oh, I see. Data dot spot tiles dot for each D2. This is where we get it. Cache tile. What the fuck did I do? Oh, this is setting new data. So if cache tile set data exists, return it. Otherwise, we are loading it. Okay. Bork. Don't go borking. Baby, I love you. We'll play in a bit, okay? We'll snuggle after stream. No, I want so much attention. I want to play with my dog, but also I need to do this. But also I need to play with my dog, but also I need to do this. The duality! I lost all concentration. Let me pet a doggo and see if it brings it back. Give me my concentration back, baby. I'm gonna pet you until I get my concentration back. I love you. Yes, I do. Actually, I should probably give him his lick mat to entertain him a bit. You want your lick mat? Come here. Oh, you're licking your lips. Oh, you're licking your lips. Get that good, delicious frozen peanut butter. Oh, yeah, you're happy now, aren't you? Oh, yes, you are. Happy doggo. Okay, what? It was cache tile heights. Oh, it's because I push the data to cache tile. Where do I get data.large tiles from? Alright. Alright, so S1 dot spot height dot for each S2 cache dot spot tiles dot push S2. Okay, so now I have it on the cache. So now over here, when we are data spot tiling, starting index is really the only thing. There's no need for flags. Alright. 4. Let tile ID is equal to data that tile ID. Let height equals data dot height or 0. Result tile ID is equal to height. That's really all I need. It's not really going to be that crazy. I also realized that I did this in the wrong fucking section. But luckily we can fix that easily. Wait, what the fuck? Where's the rest of the copy? Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. It is plus start index. Ba-da-da-da. Ba-da-ba-ba. Wa-da-da. Right. I wish it would just tell me the selected tiles tile ID. That would be such a good quality of life. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Should be 6. What? Huh? Okay, here we go. 6 has a height of 2. Let's see if it worked. For each of undefined. At 163. 163. Spot height dot for each. Tile settings dot spot height. Right? Am I like tripping on something? Console.log S1. It should be there. I don't understand. Object. Large tiles. Outside B. Oh, maybe it's because I haven't, let me take a look at outside B. It said large tiles. And then within large tiles, there is large tiles and floating tile height. Wait a second. I'm just gonna take a look at this. Make sure the zoning is correct. Damn, he is almost done with that lick mat already. Alright, this is what I'm getting. In order to get to where I need to go to for each spot height. So, here. Then, for each spot height. Also, tile data is not defined at 183? What is this? Oh. That's why it wasn't blue. I was wondering why it wasn't blue earlier. It's because I misspelled. Oh. I think that fixed it. Please do not stand behind the counter. Auto 1. Okay, let me fix. fix that. ID a corner. Auto E1. What the heck? I'm just phasing through the fucking water cooler, apparently. Wait, how serious are we talking? That should... I'm still, like, slowly finding, places that I need to remove that from. As I see a face that I need to fix, I will fix it. Now that I've... Also, I'm also realizing that the other text was not adjusted for the, other stuff. Warning, lockdown. Why was it that in 3 separate things? Okay. Center. I need to put something for center. Alright, so let's go ahead and figure out... Now that we've fixed the big issue, and I am a fucking genius... Actually, the water cooler technically would be a large object, right? I'm just gonna ignore it and, Okay, because it's a water cooler. You shouldn't go behind it. If we do, then I'll fix it then. Oh, jeez, I feel like I got sneeze. Oh, there goes the sneeze. Alright. Whew! Let's go ahead and open a sprite. There is a thing that I'm going to try to do. Okay. That's the evil one. Alt in. We'll give it, what if I gave it, like, a caution, style? Like, caution pattern. Like that. So if I start with this, then take this yellow, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that should be an 8. Let me make sure that's the right size. 8 by 4, yep. Alright, there we go. And if I were to do this, then we can just push it here. Okay, just to make this a little easier, I'm gonna put this on a different thing. File, new, sprite size, 25%. Alright, this is already looking pretty good. It's kind of a mirror on the other side, so it kind of came out perfectly. There we go. We'll do this as like a... Oh. And make a border here to protect. It could also kind of be OSHA workers thing. But anyway. Alright. Copy, paste. No reason to have something special here. Alright. Now that we've gotten that... File. Export as... selected frame. window. Caution. Export. Also, there was something I realized here. And that is that I probably should make these arrows light as well. Otherwise, it would blend in with the border. And I'm gonna do a bit of a cheat, but that's fine. Because I think that makes it more heart-shaped. No, let's not do the cheat. I think this looks cutesy anyway. Alright, saved the PNG. Don't save that. Alright, there is something I need to test. And I can test it with the bird thing. Let's go outside, copy the bird, put the bird on test, and player here. Let me show you what it looks like real quick. Alright. So, it's the borders that I need to adjust. Because it's being stretched rather than, tiled. So, what I need to do here is... window... skin? On window skin load. Refresh all parts. Refresh frame. Okay. Children's 4 through 7 is edge. Yeah, scale X and scale Y might be something that I might have to like change to have just straight up be 1 if it is tiled. Create arrow sprites, create cursor. Okay. Add child. Alright, not the tile map. Not screenshot. We're gonna do that refresh sprite. Back sprite. Wait, that's not right, is it? Now let's refresh back. Let me see. Refresh frame is probably what I need. Framesprite.children. Framesprite, not new sprite. Add child. Alright, let me take a look at this. Do I have a window section? Probably not. Region window. End region. Now let me double check what the Framesprite children needs to be. Alright, select rect parts geometry Framesprites. It looks like Papa's getting comfy. Alright. This is being used twice. Once for the frame and once for the corner. What is Cursor Sprite doing? I guess that is a separate thing, but also what? What is all M? Yeah, this is odd. Anyway. Direct equals cursor rect.clone. srect. I guess it's the rect of where everything is. I think I understand how cursor is actually being spawned now. And it's weird. Okay, well, we're just going to start with this. We know that edge is 4 to 7. Greater than or equal to 4. Then this dot frame sprite dot add child new tiling sprite. Else this. Tiling sprite is correct, right? Yeah. Add chile is not a function. What? We can't just add chile? I always love when spelling mistakes break the fucking thing. Oh, well, that made the frame disappear entirely. Although, frame disappearing entirely does kind of look cool. Alright. If... For const child of children... Which means I need to keep the children here. If child is instance of tiling sprite, then child.scale.x is equal to 1. Right. Where's the unexpected... Oh. It's more that I didn't add a curly brace. Ha 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 ha. Dumb mistakes. Dumb mistakes. Let me add some consoles here. Console.log child. Oh, there's other consoles happening. Oh, the resorting thing is happening. Give me a second. I do not need that overwhelming me. Clear this. Because I need to see it in action. Why is that being consoled? Okay, whatever. I seem to have other consoles in custom text window. That should have been gone by now, but it is as it does do be. Tiling sprite. Why do I not see it, though? parent. Okay, yeah, this is the frame sprite. So if I go to parent and go child, it'll be the corners. I have an X. Yeah, that one should have a 0, 0. The other corner, all the way to the end. Okay. But then I go to tiling sprite. What I should see is XY looks fine. Width 0. What about height? Is that also 0? Okay, I think that is what is the problem. Alright, sex frame. That's X, Y, with height. Okay, it needs to be children dot for each child I. And then put this at the end. If I is equal to 4, child dot width should be equal to SMW child dot height equals M. SMW and M. I'm only going to test that one edge. See if that one edge shows up. SW is not defined. Child is not defined. Oh! We have edge! It just now needs to be stretched. Okay. It just now needs to be stretched. Papa, I am feeling dumb. Or maybe this is what I need to set it as. Maybe. BMW is not defined. Which is DW. I'm just gonna, like, undo this entire section. Because it'll show me what I'm not using anyway. Amazing. Alright. That being said... Yeah, there's other settings I can probably set. Alright. Or I equals 5. If I equals 6 or 7, then child.width is that. Let's see what it looks like. Alright, perfect! Okay. Fix for tiling sprites. In window. Alright. Hells yeah. Yeah, I apologize, I have to use the bathroom again. I don't know why. I might have to end stream early because I think I'm having some digestive issues. But I'll decide that after this break. There is only one thing left I have to fix here. And that is rounding the tiling. Because right now it just says the width is equal to this. Height is equal to that. Actually, I think there's a thing I need to fix. I shouldn't have deleted this. I should have waited. Because I think it is the... This is source and draw, I believe. So I'm going to put this here because there's going to be some extra skills shenanigans. So if I were to take... let draws equals to math dot round the draw divided by source that's how many times it gets drawn. So let me see if I can figure this out. I'm going to like kind of draw it out so that I can visualize what I'm doing. So let's just make a line and we'll call this D. Then we'll make another line called S. And then what certain number of S's equals I'll call this X because it repeats X times. But the thing is, this needs to push in. Because we now have the amount of S's we need. So right now we have... I think it should be... D divided by S times X. Right? Child dot scale dot X equals what you up to? I'm trying to fix some of the draw stuff with the tiling right now. So basically it would stretch images that I don't want stretched. So instead of stretching it, I'm trying to tile it. And right now I'm trying to do some of the math that's involved with it. I think I have the final. Okay, so it's D divided by S that. I think. I'm just going to check the top one. This should be the top and bottom. Let me see if this gets properly done. That is weird. It's not, it's almost touching, but it isn't, and that's the problem. I need it to go pushed out just a bit more. Uh... Hmm. The tiling is a bit wonky. Let me compare it to a different tiling sprite and see if I can understand what it actually wants to do. Sprite Battleback is a... Okay. I guess it is, does do that. Alright, refresh back. Alright, set frame. So the set frame is the thing. Use 95. What kind of workaround is this? Okay. Which is margin. Then scale is width divided by the thing. Okay, I think I understand what I need to do. The math is a bit wonky, but I think I understand. So what I need is to get the scale of the upper and then invert it. So if I invert it, DMW would be down here. Let me just see what happens if I invert it like that. Oh, it goes out. Oh, sometimes it goes out, sometimes it goes in. Trying to figure out the exact math for this is kind of strange. Alright, one second. Console.log intended width draws scale X. I don't know why it does this. Draws scale X. And sprite width is source margin width. This will give me likely give me a better idea of what I should be looking at. Alright. What? Why is that there? Okay, let me take a look at this one. Intended width minus 48. What? Weird. Wait, there's no way it's an actual negative number. If so, that's could be what's fucking me. Huh. One sec, I think it's a oddity of this. What are you doing? Intended width. There. We'll just do it like this. Alright. Intended width is corrected! Okay, it was an issue-ish. So, calculator. So what we have here is intended width of 1864. And then we have to divide it by 48, which rounds to 39. So what we need to do is figure out okay, if we do 48 times 39. And then we divide that by 0.0000429. So, was it the way I did it the first time? I mean, it's... console.log. New draw. Which should be... child width, child height. Maybe I need to set the scale after that. Maybe that could be part of it. love you. I know. Doggo is trying to tell me it's playtime. Alright. Okay. My dog is way too hyper. Baby. I know. I know. I know. Okay. Yes, I know. Okay. Well, I know what I'm working on offline. I'm gonna try to have all these bugs fixed and probably the intro fixed. Hopefully by the next time I do this stream. So let me just find someone to drop the fuck in on. I've been streaming for 3 hours, so it's not like it's going to be like a thing where it's like, oh no, I didn't stream that long anyway. Just settle in. And then tomorrow, oh, Potter is streaming. Some more Mario 64. Wait. What mod is this? Okay. I have no idea what mod he's playing. But we'll drop in on him and figure shit out. So I'll see you motherfuckers later. Bye-bye, bitch.